I had no idea I even made this much trash in a week.
So this might be a little harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Honestly, like, plastic is making a comeback this pandemic.
I want to try to live a more zero waste lifestyle because for a long time I would tend to use the excuse that I was vegan to make up for the fact that I was using plastic and flying a lot. It wasn't until I was in Ari's video where we calculated our carbon footprints where I realized there's so many other things I can be doing. I definitely don't think it's gonna be easy because during quarantine I've just seen plastic everywhere, and I've seen that some grocery stores have banned bringing in your own reusable bags.
I'm not sure what being eco-friendly entails. I'm a very healthy person. I do recycle, but I'm definitely not like composting and doing anything like that. I don't have that much trash, but plastic, I'm pretty sure I have a ridiculous amount.
I have my trash here from the past 7 days. Now I'm gonna go dump it all out and organize it.
I thought I was a very minimal like trash type of guy, but apparently not. This is all my recycling over here. This was my trash. I had no idea I even made this much trash in a week.
So this is everything from my week, including landfill and what I think can be recycled.
So first, I'd like to commend you both for even attempting this during quarantine. I myself am like the least zero waste I've ever been during this time because it's nearly impossible. So kudos to you. So zero waste basically means trying to send as little as possible to landfill. Of all the plastic that has ever been created, only 9% has actually been recycled.
I never knew that plastic was recycled at such a low rate.
We just focus on the recycle. We've kind of forgot about the reuse and reduce. Looking at your trash queue, I feel like it's super normal. A good rule of thumb is like if it's flimsy or it crinkles as far as plastic, it's not going to get recycled because you have to think of recycling as an industry, and it's only going to get recycled if it's valuable enough for someone to purchase it and then recycle it. Aluminum is highly recyclable, glass is highly recyclable, but often breaks and doesn't get recycled, and plastic is like the least recyclable.
The water bottles were the biggest piece. That's what I know, like I could obviously do something like today.
Would you be open to getting a water filter?
I'm very open to it. And I think the other piece was like, I've been ordering these pre-made meals from Freshly. After seeing it, I'm like, oh, this is just like a bunch of like plastic.
How do you feel about doing your own meals for a week instead of doing the delivery service?
I'm down for that.
If you wanted, you could also start to just collect your food scraps in the freezer and then drop them off at the end of the week at a compost station.
I can do that. I like that.
Rachel, you're already doing super well. So some things that you could do is to shop at the farmer's market because you can use your own bag there. There is actually a zero waste grocery store that opened up called Tear. This is like just a luxury of being in LA right now in a big city. So not everyone will be able to do this because like honestly, like plastic is making a comeback this pandemic. Ditching paper towels could be the next new exciting destination in your zero waste journey.
It's been something I've been wanting to do, so this will be a good week to try.
I saw in your trash that you have a toothbrush and a plastic razor. So if you're interested in making some more long-term zero waste swaps, try to invest in a couple sustainable products that will help you be zero waste in the future. So I see that you got styrofoam in your trash section, which I actually got some styrofoam recently. I was like, it's a pandemic. I'm gonna get some takeout. Don't beat yourself up about these things, but if you do want to reduce, try to get takeout with less harmful packaging that isn't styrofoam that potentially could be recycled.
This is gonna be challenging, but I love a challenge.
Good luck. This is a lot, especially during this crazy time.
I appreciate it, and I'm going to do my best.
So I'm heading to the farmer's market now, and I've got my reusable totes. I'm just gonna try to avoid plastic as much as possible. There are a few things that were wrapped in plastic, but I was able to get them loose. I definitely feel like going to the farmer's market is a change I'll be able to sustain because not only does it cut back on plastic packaging, you're saving a lot of carbon emissions by getting your food locally, and it just tastes so much better.
So I went and grabbed a water filter because the first thing I want to do is get these water bottles out of my lifestyle. I'm super thirsty, so I'm gonna like connect this right now. This keeps my water so much cooler when I'm out working out in the hot sun.
So now I'm heading to the zero waste grocery store called Tear.
Also, I noticed you have a jar in your recycling section, which you could save and then repurpose into something else.
So I just got out of tear and that was so cool. I was able to refill my peanut butter. I filled up a bunch of my glass jars with other dried goods. When I ran out of jars, they used compostable and recyclable paper. And a lot of it was actually cheaper than what I pay in the grocery store because I wasn't buying the packaging. So that was really cool too.
I got some mason jars because I also wanted to do a couple meal preps so I can just have things going throughout the week. This is so good.
I normally would put a little paper towel over my greens to help absorb the water and keep them fresh, but I'm gonna do a little dishcloth instead. I also decided to just take the whole roll of paper towels off and just place my dishcloth over instead so I can just get into the habit of using that instead of paper towels.
I found some good meals that I feel like are gonna be easy to make, so I'll try to do those. It smells so good. I'm leaving zero waste behind.
I just got some very eco-friendly delivery from a place called Sugar Taco here in LA. So all of their food comes in recyclable or compostable packaging, which is so awesome. They don't give you any plastic utensils because you don't really need them to eat tacos. I purposely did not buy prepackaged hummus, so I decided I'm just gonna make my own. So first I soaked some chickpeas that I got in bulk from the Zero Waste store. Now I'm just gonna boil them and then I can just use them to make hummus. This hummus is good.
It looks horrible, but it smells amazing. So I chopped up all the vegetables and whatnot. They look pretty good though. Might add some hot sauce on there. This is a lot less than like even just one meal from a delivery service.
The reason why compost is important is because when you put your food scraps into a plastic bag and it goes to landfill, it off-gasses methane, which is a greenhouse gas, and it's about 20 times more potent than carbon dioxide.
I just got my leaf safety razor in the mail, and it came in a cardboard box and it had this label which unfortunately can't be recycled, but then the actual razor just came wrapped in paper and there's no plastic involved. It comes with blades that you snap into place, and then you can recycle the blades in the tin and send them back to be recycled. And it saves a ton of waste by not having to keep buying those plastic razors that just end up in landfills.
So I ordered some vegan curry, some tofu in there. You can't do everything perfectly. I'm new to it, so I'm just gonna try to do my best. Listen, on the good side of it all though, I've been killing it with this like reusable water bottle. I haven't used not one water bottle.
So I just went to Sustain LA and I picked up a bamboo toothbrush, which I'm super excited about. So this comes packaged in a box that's completely recyclable. And then the brush handle is made out of bamboo, which is compostable. And the bristles are made out of castor oil, which don't use any fossil fuels. So this is a super easy swap to make and I'm very excited to try it.
All right, so it is the final day of this eco-friendly challenge and I'm feeling pretty good. I can tell I have way less trash. Recyclables here, my trash here, and my compost over there. I think I did pretty good, to be honest. I think the most telling thing was the plastic. Like I had way less bottles. To change that was really good, and I think going forward, I can definitely keep that change. As far as the delivery service, I'm probably gonna have to keep that. I had to figure out what was best for me. I don't want to say it's inconvenient, but it just doesn't fit into my lifestyle as much as I wanted to.
This is all of my landfill trash. For recycling, I have 2 aluminum cans of beer, the carton to a block of tofu, this cardboard that my leaf safety razor came in, and this is from the Beyond Meat burgers I had. I'm pretty proud of the progress that I made this past week. I didn't include this last week because I already compost, but I just wanted to show how much compost I have for 1 week. And all of this would have gone to landfill.
I think one of the trickiest pieces was that I was doing a plant-based diet alongside of this eco-friendly thing. And for somebody who doesn't know how to cook plant-based like at all, it was just tough. I definitely can see myself keeping some of these things going forward in my life.
I feel like I could get into a really great routine of shopping at Terre, the zero waste grocery store. Definitely want to continue going to the farmer's market. I feel like this challenge was exactly what I needed to jumpstart my zero waste journey.
The main thing is like, don't beat yourself up. Like, we're all just trying to do our best. And if you can feel good about making a few small changes, that's awesome. We don't need everyone doing zero waste perfectly. We need everyone doing it imperfectly and just trying to reduce where they can.